Welcome to the weather forecast for the week beginning Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. This is Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth for Longmont Public Media. Friday, August 22nd, we got a new moon, so nothing. 0%. Sunrise is 6:13, sunset 7:14, losing 17 minutes of light this time. Sun was pretty quiet though. Looking at drought conditions, I really zoomed, sorry, but it definitely getting worse out in the northwest, and there's a lot of water coming. That area is going to get skipped a little bit, but everybody's going to be getting some beneficial precipitation soon. Looking at the nation, eastern Colorado, pretty good, western not so good. Some relief from monsoonal stuff out in the west, and much of the rest of the nation has gone drought-free. One little tropical system could take care of that South Florida dryness, and that's weird. That shouldn't do that. Okay, looking at smoke, yes, we have a few fires around New Mexico, Colorado, and other ones being contained in the west. The rain coming will help with that and decreasing the fire danger. So, yeah, we're still kind of breathing smoke. Once in a while, I can smell it out there. Precipitation, we're down to 81% normal. And hopefully this takes a big jump up over the next couple weeks. For precipitation in the past, though, we do have the wandering thunderstorms. Some really heavy soakers have happened with 2 to 3 inches of rain, where some training occurred earlier in the week. Looking at the history of expected severe weather going to September's first week, it's pretty quiet. We still can get some, and we will get a chance of marginal risk on Friday. So there's Wednesday, general thunderstorms possible, pretty much Fort Collins in the south and just a little bit east of I-25, and a little more thunderstorm activity on Thursday possible, nothing big, and then marginal risk comes back and touches I-25 almost to Denver, but including Fort Collins. Okay, Wednesday, there's our little mainly mountain showers that are going on. There's Hurricane Aaron out here. Friday, cold front starting to come. Saturday, here comes this cold front. This is going to be a very significant cold front, so I wish I should not say so. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I did this last week. I need to change that. All right, looking at the temperatures, we expect them to go from 87 down to 85, 57 to 55, record high 99 in 1911, record low 40 in 1904 and 1910. For the next 14 days, sunshine really goes down through the weekend into the beginning of next week. A little more sun by the end of next week. And pretty good rain chances. Look at that, 80%, 75, basically 70, 90, over 90%. I guess severe weather too, 80%, 70, 60. So this site is giving us a good chance of rain and thunderstorms every day. And for the wind gusts, as the front comes in, kind of peaks on Friday, with another reinforcing shot on Monday, the winds go up again a little bit. Here's the monsoonal moisture that's about to really pull up into the entire west. Here's Aaron out here doing its thing, really dry in the Midwest. Let's put it in motion. We're peaking almost at 100 degrees on Thursday because the center of the high is right here. Then we start to get northwest winds as the ridge goes out further west. Northwest flow allows the cold front to come down and keep pushing surges of cool air back into Colorado, mainly east of the mountains, but the monsoonal moisture coming up will get the western mountains with heat and moisture. So yeah, pretty good news. Looking at temperatures, watch this cool air up here. We're still really baking hot, and then the cold front starts to push down, and there it is, kicking off thunderstorms in the afternoon, and you just keep getting surge after surge of cooler air. Yeah, there it is. So it's really looking good all the way down to Texas, or the cold front's going to drape. Looks like South Texas might miss it, but the west has moisture, and then moisture bumping up against a cold front. And it just keeps on going. There's August 30th. So below normal temperatures off into the end of the month. So where it really felt like summer, now it's going to kind of feel like mid-fall. Okay, look at this moisture. There goes Aaron. And there is a lot of moisture. It's just this is above or below normal amounts of precipitable water. It normally is moist down here. So there is a flow coming up. You can see off of the Gulf and then up through Mexico, up into Arizona, New Mexico. Pretty much the whole west moistening up a tremendous amount. Here's our cold front bringing dry air that's staying way east of us. And we just stay in the rich moisture environment. It's a little return to normal, slightly below normal by the very end of the month, but moisture is still a little above normal in Colorado, all the way to September 1st. Okay, so look at the dew points. It's a very similar story. You're going to get a really good low-level flow of moisture up from the Gulf, which is very warm right now. You can see 50s and almost 60 dew points. There's 65 dew point in there. And just that's a lot of moisture. 60 dew points in Arizona. That's going to kick off a lot of thunderstorms, dust storms there. And look at that, all the way to the 28th, upper 50 dew points. So lots of moisture. And there's August 30th. And then we're going into the end of the month. And it's still pretty high. It dries out a little bit. The west does dry out some. There's 40s. But yeah. Okay, let's look at the actual precipitation. Very dry on Thursday. Then Friday, the activity starts. Firing in the mountains, spreading out in the plains. Every day, firing in the mountains, spreading out east. Mountains, and then covering the plains. On Monday, really good chances of rain. Tuesday, doing it again. It's just a rinse and repeat. Thunderstorms and then rain. Thunderstorms and then rain. Well, that's a lot of precipitation on Thursday next week. I'm going camping. And more thunderstorms and rain. It just keeps on going to the very end of the month. Gets a little more sparse next weekend. And by September 1st, we are finally kind of drying out a little bit. So the next 5 days, good inch totals of precipitation almost everywhere. So greens and up are inch and over. Some bullseyes here and there. There's 4-inch bullseye out there. And if we go out 10 days, holy cow, 2 to 3 inches all along I-25. Little hole there, Denver to Boulder, but that's still 1.5 inches. And 7.5 inches southwest of Pueblo. So in the southern mountains there, lots of water. Fantastic. So 95 Wednesday, maybe breaking 100 for Thursday. Going fishing about when it's 100. And then 50-50 chances every day, all the way through, with temperatures dropping into the 70s, even 60s on Monday with that. I should bump that up to 80%, but it's just that's shaping up in the data more recently. 2 weeks out, we've got below normal temperatures and above normal precipitation. A very big change from what we've had for the last month. Oh, sorry about that. And here is Hurricane Aaron. Its winds are 110 miles an hour, so it's Cat 2, I believe, and moving north at 16, and it's going to curve out and become a tropical storm. Strength remains way out in the North Atlantic. That's it. This has been Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth, urging you to keep looking up.